Valley Sports San Diego, the heart of a fan.
Rafael Devers comes up big for the Sox in Game 1 last night with 2 home runs as Boston takes the first one 6-1 over the Padres. Tonight's game is presented by Hyundai. It's Game 2 of a 3-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the San Diego Padres from Petco Park. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo along with Mark Grant. Welcome to Padres baseball. Well, the Padres offense has really sputtered over the last couple of weeks. One thing is for sure, though, the combination of Juan Soto and Fernando Tatis Jr. in May, they have been clicking.
And this needs to be contagious throughout the lineup for the Padres to get back into the race and put up some offensive numbers. When you talk about Soto and Fernando, okay, Fernando's leading off. Soto batting third. They're batting in the first inning. Chances for this to happen as it has in May. Combined 933 OPS. Look at the extra base hit and the power. Rest of the team, they need to catch up because here's the deal. These guys improve, extra base hit, get on base. It's the other troops that need to get these guys in and score some runs. Hopefully everybody gets into the act soon.
Well, tonight for the Red Sox, it is Chris Sale, at one point the ace of the Boston Red Sox, a guy who's had a couple of injury-marred years. Started slowly this year, but boy, the last 3 have been really good.
Donnie, you hit the key right there. Healthy Chris Sale. This is vintage Chris Sale. We saw his last outing, but the first 5, not so much. 8 ERA, the whip, almost at 2. OPS, sky high. The last 3, though, he's been more athletic. His mechanics just really going after the strike zone, the whip below 1. This guy's a really tough customer on the hill.
Coming up, the pen steps up. While the offense has been quiet, the pen has kept the Padres in games and have been consistent. Bob Scandal will explain when we return. To throw for yourself today, shop NissanUSA.com. By Pacifico. Pacifico is a rich golden lager brewed for those who follow their own path. Pacifico, live life anchors up. And by your San Diego County Chevy dealers. It is the Padres against the Red Sox. Before we get it started, let's send it down to Bob Scanlon.
Don, thank you so much. Everybody understands that over the long and winding road of a Major League Baseball season, there's going to be very few moments where all the elements are clicking at the same time. Some things are going to be good, others are not, and it's no secret that the Padres offense is still trying to find itself right now, but the Padres bullpen, they've been doing everything they possibly can to keep the Friars in these games recently. How good have they been? They've not allowed a run in their last 6 games. How about Brent Honeywell? 3 scoreless innings yesterday. Nick Martinez, he's not allowed a run in his last 6 trips to the mound. That's 7 2/3 scoreless innings. Then how about Drew Carlton making his Padres debut, twirling 3 scoreless innings? And then there's Steven Wilson. He is not yet allowed a run in the month of May. That covers 7 outings. Padres bullpen staying tough when the team needs them. Well, let's get a win for No Joe. Joe Musgrove loves pitching in front of family and friends here at Petco Park. Let's see if we can get him some runs. Padres, Red Sox, first pitch coming up next right here on Valley Sports San Diego.
Our appreciation for the military service men and women who protect our country. And we welcome you back to the Red Sox and Padres from Petco Park in San Diego, where Joe Musgrove has towed the rubber. The rest of his teammates have taken the field tonight for the middle game of the 3-game series as we check out the weather report brought to you by HES Solar. 64 degrees, 5 miles per hour, the breeze from the south, and cloudy is the forecast for the second straight night in San Diego.
Beautiful night downtown, and the Padres need a win, Donnie.
Let's check out the Red Sox lineup for Alex Cora, brought to you by Appliance Alley. Leading it off is Alex Verdugo in right field with Masataka Yoshida as the DH. Tristan Casas at first base with Rafael Devers at third. Jaron Duran in center. Raimel Tapia is in left with Kike Hernandez at short. And Manuel Valdez at second, and Connor Wong does the catching, batting ninth. On the mound for your Friars is Joe Musgrove.
30-year-old making his 5th start for Joe. Second career start and 5th career against these Red Sox. Boy, the Padres really need a good outing from Joe Musgrove. Opponents hitting .291. Joe is one of those guys who could turn it around in 19 innings this year. 19 strikeouts, a little high on the walks. He likes to spin it up there. The cutter, the slider, the curveball, and the four-seam fastball.
now. Let's take a look at the players on the field presented by the Players Club at Valley View Casino. Left to right across the outfield. Soto in left. The return of Jose Azocar in center with Tatis Jr. in right. Third to first in the infield, it is Kim, Bogarts, Cronenworth, and Dixon, with Nola doing the catching for Musgrove.
Well, you never know, Donnie, that this might be one of those nights for the Padres that everything starts to click. The pitching has been doing well. The defense is good for San Diego. Need to get the bats going. We talked about in our game open about Soto and Tatis. Hopefully others can follow.
Padres have lost 7 of their last 8 games. And the offense just averaging just over 2.4 runs per game. That is the worst in the major leagues during this last 9-game stretch that they've been in, while the Red Sox have outscored the opposition 27-8 during their 3-game winning streak.
It's a beautiful night downtown. Game 2 of 3 against the Boston Red Sox. Stepping up to the plate for the Red Sox is Alex Verdugo. Stepping up to the mic with the play-by-play is the voice of the San Diego Padres, Don Orsillo. Donnie?
Thanks very much, Mudley. Here we go. It's game 2 of 3-game series between the Padres and the Red Sox. Joe Musgrove ready to go. As Verdugo in on the left side, and the first pitch of this one is in there for strike 1, and we're underway. Alex Verdugo hitting up over 300 at 304 with 5 homers, 18 runs batted in, first 44 games of the year. Fly ball headed to center field as Zokar makes his way back and makes the catch shy of the track for out number 1. Let's take a look at StatCast, powered by Google Cloud.
And what's in the toolbox for Joe Musgrove this season, 2023? He's got the 4-seamer, throws it 30% of the time. The cutter, the curveball, the slider, the changeup, and the sinker. Now, when you look at the averages against, oh yeah, the slider needs to make an adjustment. The sinker, only 5%, 667. He's pretty much the 4-seamer, the cutter, the curveball, and the slider. Once in a while, he'll mix in those last 2.
1 out for Masataka Yoshida, the DH in tonight's game. Yoshida hitting at 365 over his last 24 games and 299 overall. 6 homers, 28 runs batted in. A pretty good pitch, and Musgrove kind of staring in. Call the ball.
You should be rewarded as a pitcher when you throw that knee-high pitch just like that there. That was a picture-perfect
pitch by Joe.
Comes back out of the wave, a pitch in. Joe Musgrove giving him 4 runs in 5 2/3 and a loss to the Dodgers last Saturday. Pitch in there for a strike, and it's 3-1. In his 4 starts since coming off the IL with the toe injury, Musgrove has had some tough numbers against right-handers, kind of reverse splits, 375 against right-handers, as it turns out. As Masataka, we mentioned, he's been hot lately. How about the month? He's been terrific.
Yeah, he's not missing many mistakes. We just saw a fastball right there. The batting average first. AL ranked since April 20th. The hits first. OPS above 1,000. See what he's doing right there. A lot to the pull side. Doing well for rookies.
High fly ball to right has Tatis back onto the dirt of the track. Front of the wall, he leaps, and it's off his glove. Heading to second base is Yoshida. And he'll have himself a double for now. We'll see. It appeared he got some glove on that, but could not make the catch.
Yeah, I heard a little bit of a rattle on that field, Mike, with the fencing up there, the grading, as we take a look inside. Wow, look at get the hands in. Skies this one. Oh, just off his glove. Good effort by Fernando. Wow.
So a double with 1 out for Yoshida. And here is Tristan Casas, who came into the game defensively last night and gets a start at first base in tonight's game for the Red Sox. 183, 6 homers, 15 runs batted in. The Red Sox now have 163 extra base hits. They are 3rd in the majors in that category.
Well, Joe Musgrove's got some work to do. Let's see if Casas is trying to drive him in right here, try to keep the ball away maybe, in off the plate. Remember, Joe throws that cutter, try to jam him a little bit for the weak ground ball to the right side.
Now, left-handers have not been hitting that well against Musgrove. We talked about right-handers hitting at 375, lefties at 234, and here's a pop-up. Foul ground, back comes Nola, and Nola will not have a play. It's back into the seats. When Padres pitchers canine, your canine or feline wins. Petco Vital Care members can visit participating Petco locations the next day to score a free 6-ounce wholehearted treat with an eligible purchase.
You know, getting back to those splits, Donnie, I think it's because the lefties, that cut fastball and that slider that works in, it's really tough to barrel up. Whereas the righties, it's kind of going away from them. They maybe look middle plate away and then take the ball that way. That could be one of the reasons why you see those splits.
Casas 6 for 35 with runners in scoring position at 171. Red Sox as a team, though, in RISP 295. And that is second in the majors. They get guys in scoring position. 2-1. He's going to miss away. 3-1. Rafael Devers, who hit 2 home runs in last night's contest, waits on deck. In there for a strike. Went to the cutter to get it, and it's a full count. Musgrove trying to work his way around a 1-out double here in the inning, as Casas will take his time.
You know, this guy came into the game last night. I know, see, this is a big cat right here. 6'4", Casas, big kid. And you know what? Oh my gosh, it just occurred to me. What the Kent Herbeck is going on? Got Kent Herbeck written all over him.
On the ground to first base on 2 large hops. Dixon will take it to the bag for out number 2. So Yoshida moves on to third base. Well, Rafael Devers coming up next. Not 1 but 2 home runs. The first one, a solo shot to right field.
Even off balance after hitting that one. That was the breaking ball down and in, and then going up the center of the diamond for the second one. Up above the shrubbery.
3-run shot, the second one. So 2 down, and Yoshida at third base for Devers. And deliver here as he will take ball 1 up high. So Devers at age 26 already owns a franchise record for most home runs by a third baseman, with 152. Second on that list, one of the greats, Frank Malzone. Butch Hobson was 3rd. Wade Boggs 5th in that category. He was known more for, you know, hitting and average and a lot of singles.
Spraying the ball around, yeah. Hall of Famer.
Over 3,000 hits. Two down, Yoshida third, and Devers swings with the 1-1, sends it a long way down the right field line. It is headed foul. Wow. It's one of those where you got to kind of line it up to the pole to see where it crosses.
Out in front of it just a little bit.
403 feet.
Strike 2. There's the pitch, a little cut fastball. Look at the hands in. Boy, he's got some great play coverage. Last night we saw a breaking ball down and in. This one he got to up in the zone to the pull side.
Line foul out ahead. Let's take a look at the Hyundai keys to the game.
Well, one of them is about this guy right here. But first of all, yard sale for Chris. Hopefully Padres all over the place. They're hitting baseballs all over the yard. It's like a yard sale. And then deny Devers.
So get to Chris Sale. And contain this guy.
1-2 is fouled back to the screen. Two-way, Yoshida at third base. And Devers battling here with Musgrove. Joe's next pitch will be the 20th of this first inning. Staying away and missing. 2-2. Missed with a changeup that time. Well, the 2 home runs for Devers in last night's game. 9 for his last 21, hitting at .381. With 4 extra base hits, 8 RBIs over the last 5 games.
We'll chop this one foul. He's got 13 home runs, ties him with Aaron Judge for second in the American League. Nolas Garcia's got 14 to set the pace. 8th pitch of this plate appearance coming up.
You know, Devers wants to drive in that run. You see that last pitch way out of the strike zone down. So there's no need, I think, for Joe Musgrove to throw a strike. If you walk him here eventually, you know, you got to force at second base. So let's see what this 2-2 pitch is going to be.
Foul back, and the battle continues. Two down, Yoshida at third. Devers waiting on a 2-2 pitch.
Oh.
And that one almost hits him as he spins out of the box.
Well, how did that not hit him? How close was it? Is the cutter?
Oh, just got the elbow out of the way.
Yeah.
So a full count now. Now does Alex Cora think that hit him?
That's so close. How does an umpire determine? He's concentrating on the pitch.
To be honest with you, I'd rather have Devers swinging the bat still.
Yeah, if you're the Red Sox, absolutely.
Swing and a miss, and Devers ends up striking out. So the fastball gets him. They lead Yoshida at third. Padres are coming up. We check out the starting 9 tonight for Bob Melvin. Fernando making his way plateward with Kim to follow, third baseman. Bogarts at short, Soto's in left, Cruz the DH. Cronenworth at second with Dixon at first. As Zokar activated and in center field. Nola bats out of the 9th spot doing the catching. Chris Sale on the mound tonight for Boston.
34-year-old veteran left-hander making his 9th start, 6+ innings in each of his last 3, with a nice 2-0 record, a 2.21 ERA. Currently, though, overall 5.40, but the last few have been really, really good. Wow. That
I know that's first pitch from Sale, but that caught all plate, called a ball.
Last 5 starts, 2-1 with a 3.16 ERA. Fastball seems to be improving in each outing, getting the velocity back again. Gave up just 1 run in 8 innings in a 4-3 loss to the Cardinals last Saturday. His longest outing since 2019. Mentioned a lot of injuries over the last few years for Chris Sale. And Fernando dancing to get out of the way.
Well, we've seen pitchers go inside to Fernando, then try to buy that outside part of the plate. Sale is aggressive. As Don mentioned, he's healthy. He's a little bit not as mechanical as before. What I mean by that is he's more of a side saddle type delivery. And we take a look at the arsenal this season for Sale. 4-seamer, yeah. Slider, you got it. Sinker, changeup. And then the velocity's right there. And also Don mentioned he's been touching 96, at times maybe even 97 with that fastball.
2-2 is fouled off to the right again, and the battle continues. That's Tatis 2 for 4 last night with a home run. Made an outstanding catch as well. Last night tried to, in the first inning, leg out a double, but was thrown out at second base. And a little overzealous perhaps in trying to get in there. But just trying to get something going here offensively for the Padres. Can't blame him for being aggressive.
I think, you know, taking that big turnaround first base is one thing, but when he tried to stretch that, I mean, it was cleanly caught in the outfield, and he was out for, from here to El Cajon. So, yeah, you got to appreciate that, but you got to pick your spots as well. Leadoff single would have been great. You never know what happened after that.
Pops this one up into shallow left. The shortstop Hernandez out. Raimel Tapia, the former Rocky, comes in to make the catch for out number 1. Now let's check out the Red Sox defensively. Just saw Tapia in left. It's Duran in center. Verdugo in right. Third to first in the infield. Devers, Hernandez, Valdez, and Casas, with Wong doing the catching for Chris Sale. One down in the first for Ha-Sung Kim. That's out of the 2 spot again tonight. And a swing and a miss for strike 1.
Another thing for Sale. He's, crossfire hurricane from that delivery. He's going from the third base side of that pitcher's plate, and where he lands is over towards the first base side of the pitcher's plate. So thrown against his body is really tough. A lot of deception there from Chris Sale.
Sticking with gas here against Kim so far, and he jumps ahead 0-2. Just missing up and away, 1-2.
Well, another reason why I was excited for this ball game tonight is because we got 2 Bulldogs out there on the hill. Chris Sale, Joe Musgrove. I mean, these guys got guts. They're gamers.
That is strike 3, goes looking. Saw a lot of fastballs, and that one frozen. First strikeout of the night for Chris Sale.
A lot of the plate up, belt buckle high, legitimate strike. Too close to take. You got to get on the heater. Got to get on the heater.
So 2 down, and here is Xander Bogaerts. 2 rings with the Red Sox. Total of 10 seasons in a Red Sox uniform for Xander Bogaerts. Comes in hitting at .268 with his new team, the Padres. 6 homers, 16 runs batted in, and first 44 games of the year. That's the arms out of the way, but takes the strike right down the middle. In his career against Sale, 5 for 12 with a home run. Most of that when Sale, of course, was not Xander's teammate, when Chris Sale was working on the south side of Chicago with the White Sox. Congratulations to Xander Bogaerts. Picked up his Silver Slugger Award tonight prior to the ball game.
Another very cool award, the Silver Slugger Award. It's been awarded annually since 1980. The best offensive player at each position in both leagues. Congratulations to Xander Bogaerts. That's sweet.
2-2 pitch, and he'll foul it back to the screen. We'll do it again.
Still, Donnie, I think the Gold Glove Award is the best personal award out there in any sport. I don't know, maybe the Lady Bing Trophy.
So are you saying better than the Stanley Cup?
No, individual.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, individual.
Okay.
Team trophy, Stanley Cup, hands down.
On the ground, softly hit. Devers slings it over to first and gets Bogaerts. Padres down in order in the bottom of the first. Dunwood won without a score.
Inning of work, and he used the fastball up in the zone very effectively to record all 3 outs last inning, and that's been a trend for Joe ever since last season. There's been an increase in the use of his four-seam fastball. You see there it is, 22% increase, but also an increase in the use of the fastball up in the zone. 15.6% this year. That's much more than it was at the beginning of last season, and that's not by accident, guys. It's not just, oh, Joe's missing up in the zone, there's something wrong with his mechanics. He's doing it on purpose. Why? Because last year it became apparent hitters were looking for balls down in the zone. They were looking for that spin, so he made the adjustment second half of last season, and it's carried over into this year. Challenge guys up in the zone, make them aware of that. That makes the stuff down in the zone that much more effective. Guys, back over to you.
All right, Scan, thanks very much. This one is to second base, and Jake Cronenworth throws out Duran, who has been hot lately. 4-3 on the put out. That's the first out here of the second inning.
Boy, it's amazing how this game of baseball through the years, for many, many years, pitchers were taught down, 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 work for the grounder, right? Now it's just totally flipped. I mean, up in the zone is pretty much what every pitcher does now. I mean, everybody's trying to launch with the big swing, and that high fastball looks really inviting to a lot of the hitters.
So one away, and Raimel Tapia, who we saw a lot of when he was in a Colorado Rockies uniform, was in Toronto last year and finds himself now in Boston. Just his second start in the last 2 weeks. Hasn't had a lot of playing time. Tapia getting a lot of outfield starts for the Rockies, and Alex Cora giving him the start in left field in tonight's game.
He's got to hit hard grounders and line drives.
There's a line drive to right center field. That's in for a base hit. Tatis cuts it off as a big turn there for Tapia, but he's back to the bag at first with one away.
Yeah, utilize that speed. Hit it on the ground. There's a changeup. And off the end of the bat. Kind of deadens a little bit. Got extended just enough for the safety to right center.
One out, one on. Here's Kike Hernandez. And it is starting at shortstop. First 2 games of this 3-game series. Look out, and he gets hit. Musgrove coming in with a sinker that gets Kike Hernandez. And we'll put 2 on now for Boston in the second inning with 1 away.
Well, you have to pitch inside, but I don't think this is the intent right there by Joe. He wants to bury it in. It just gets him right on the left tricep there.
So 1 out, 2 on, and Manuel Valdez, the second baseman for the Red Sox, standing in. Musgrove had 31 pitches already in an inning and a third here for Joe. And a swing and a miss for Valdez. Bob Melvin saying before the game, pretty much everybody available out of the bullpen tonight for the Friars. And the bullpen really has been terrific and has kept them in a great many games.
I mean, over the last handful of games, you bet. Even last night, the big deficit, but still, your duty is to go out there and throw up zeros, and they have been doing that quite nicely.
How about 3 innings from Brent Honeywell?
Very nice.
Runners go, and the throw to third is going to be in time. Nola throws out Tapia, the lead runner of the double steal attempt. 2 down. It's a big out.
That is a huge out. Bottom of the order. You got the front door open for Nola. Kim lets the ball travel, puts it down. Ooh. Let's see if the Red Sox are going to.
They are.
Boston is challenging the all call at third base.
Did Tapia get it?
Well, I think he comes off, but I think the tag came off too. Wow. He had already lifted the tag at that point when he came off, and I didn't think he had contact. But the question is whether he got that hand in before the tag.
Yeah.
And Tapia, looking at the big board, thinks he's in safely after witnessing that replay.
Yeah, his left hand went to the outfield side. A longer swipe for Kim. You know what? After looking at that, I got safe.
Okay. Take a look if this angle is any better.
He's on the bag right there. Still no tag.
No tag, yeah.
And let's see if he stays on the bag. Hand on the bag.
Here's where he
right there
lifts the tag, and I guess he was on it the whole time. The leg ended up on there. So
very athletic slide right there, huh?
Mm-hmm. Tapia thinks he's seen everything he needs to see on the big board. Wondering what is taking so long.
Maybe they're backed up in New York.
Well, that's the thing. Never thought about that until a couple years ago. That You got a bunch of games going on right now. Who knows how many decisions?
After the review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe. Boston will retain their challenge.
So a double steal, as it turns out. Tapia takes third. Kike Hernandez takes second. Second and third, one away. Opponents now against Nola. 31 out of 32 stolen bases.
And the Red Sox aren't really known for stealing bases. 9th in the American League, 19th in baseball. So chalk up 28 and 29 on that double steal.
High drive, deep right field off the bat of Valdez. Back and gone. A 3-run home run, and the Red Sox jump out to the 3-0 lead.
He wants it away. Yeah, he wants to backdoor that slider right there. Catches the heart of the plate right at the knees, down a little bit, and Valdez just drops the head.
Now Connor Wong batting out of the 9 spot. Well, they got a big 3-run home run last night from Devers. They get a big 3-run home run tonight for Valdez on a night where they have Chris Sale on the mound. And it's playing from behind again for the Padres.
And once again, Donnie, you made the point in the last couple nights. We've talked about it. A deficit of 2 or 3 runs with the way the offense has been going. It feels like you have to be really, really perfect from here on out. And
as a starter, you feel like you can make no mistakes.
Right.
So the double steal overturned. Initially, the call on the field was out. Swing and a miss. Chases the slider, strikes out. Second K for Musgrove, 2 down.
Well, that's an adjustment right there after the home run. Good location on that breaking ball. Way off the plate, out of the hand. Looked like a strike. Joe needed that.
So 7 of 9 runs this series for the Red Sox via the home run. 2 down in the inning. Here's Alex Verdugo, and the second time through now for Joe Musgrove. Verdugo flat out to center field. Jose Azocar in the first inning. This will be pitch number 40 for Musgrove of his outing. And it's in there for a strike over the inside edge.
Well, the magic number for these Boston Red Sox is 4. 4 runs or more. They're 24 and 8. With that one swing of the bat, they've already got 3 up there.
Musgrove falling behind, 3-1. Waiting on deck is Yoshida, who hit a double in the first inning. On the ground, down the first baseline, foul. Time down for Air National Guard play sets.
Alex Verdugo in right field off the right-handed bat. This ball is slicing, and he lays out with the backhand grab. That is not an easy play. Catches it. The extension right there, the outfielder's glove. That's an advantage with the webbing. Holds on. He does the scorpion right there. And then takes a little, maybe 2-second, 3-second nap on the turf out there after the really nice catch.
That is ball 4, and the first free pass handed out by Joe Musgrove. So Verdugo down to first base with 2 down. And that'll bring up Masataka Yoshida. Mentioned the double in the first. Second look at Joe Musgrove, who is 44 pitches deep in an inning and 2/3 so far tonight. Yoshida hits into a lot of ground balls. Second highest ground ball rate in the majors. 3 out of 4 plate appearances last night were on the ground.
That's where I think that slider and cutter come into play for Joe Musgrove. Something working down in the zone. Whoa!
Oh, got a call. Thank you.
Wow! Thank you very much.
0-2.
That strike zone early on is wow.
Malachi Moore has the plate tonight, calling the balls and strikes. Foul back to the screen, and we'll do it again. 0-2. Yoshida is tough to strike out. Fourth lowest mark in the majors. 9.1% strikeout rate.
Good bat control throughout the zone. That's what that tells me. Anywhere in the quadrants around, right? He's got the ability to foul some pitches off.
Ground ball, foul.
Look at that right there. Good breaking ball down in the zone, out in front of it. It's called BC, bad control. And it pulls off a little bit, but some way, shape, or form has that barrel of the bat, made contact there, chops it foul.
Verdugo at first, 2 down. 3 runs in this inning for Boston. Yoshida goes around, and Nola can't find it. Gotta hurry, his throw will be late. So reaching after striking out is Yoshida. Let's see if it's a pass ball or a wild pitch that allows him to reach.
Oh, I think that ball, let's take a look. Was it a breaking ball? Yeah, you bet. Does it hit the dirt? Yes. Hot potato. Swing and a miss. Off to the races right there. At first, Austin could not find it. And the workload continues for Joe Musgrove.
Yes, it does. Next pitch would be 50 in an inning and 2/3. When you think about last night and using Honeywell for 3 innings, kind of the long guy at the moment. Tristan Casas coming up next for the Red Sox as Ruben Niebla out there for the Padres. Two on, 2 down. Casas grounded out to his counterpart at first base, and Dixon in the first inning.
First pitch for Casas, 400 average. First pitch put in play, a 400 average with 3 home runs. Gotta be careful on this first pitch here.
Takes the strike. We're talking about the scoreless streak for the Padres pen. 22 1/3 consecutive scoreless innings. And that may be put to the test at some point tonight. As many pitches as Joe's had to throw so far tonight, 50. Not out of the second inning yet.
I think that's a good first pitch curveball for the strike that we saw 2 pitches ago, especially with those numbers on that first pitch in play. And there's the workload right there, approaching 30 here in the second frame.
Casas, the 8th member of the Red Sox to bat in the inning, and fooled on the curveball. They did end up charging Musgrove with a wild pitch, allowed Yoshida to reach, and Verdugo to take second base. There they are.
They call them houses. Tristan. Casas.
Swing and a miss, and he gets him on that curveball. A 3-run home run for Valdez. Red Sox lead at 3-0. The Saquon Scouting Report sweepstakes by replying to today's Saquon Scouting Report with more or less using the hashtag Saquon Scout. If you think the Padres will have 4 or more hits off Chris Sale's fastball in tonight's game, reply more. If you think the Padres will have 3 or fewer hits on the fastball, reply less. So a lot of fastballs in the first and a 1-2-3 first on 17 pitches.
Yeah, and lately the Padres have been
Soto drives it to deep right center field. Back goes Duran, and that's gone. A quick answer from Juan Soto in the bottom of the second inning. Padres on the board. Home run number 8 of the year for Soto. So the Padres on the board. There's Nelson Cruz. DH. 253, 3 homers, 16 runs batted in.
Drop down on that delivery. Here it is, the Polaroid.
Hopefully more to come.
Wow, Manny Machado now the photographer. He's got some time on his hands.
Yeah. Team Shutterbug. You bet.
23rd career home run on the first pitch for Soto. Jumped on that first offering from Sale. Wasn't waiting around.
Why not? You get in the fastball. This has been a team that's having difficulty hitting the fastball, but Juan Soto turned that around.
1-2 pitch to Cruz. Fly ball, right center field. Over is Verdugo, and he'll make the catch for out number 1.
Talk about Juan Soto barreling it up. You bet. Hey, get the fastball early in the count. Jump on it. Go straight Sugar Hill game. Jump on it. Right? Get all over it. Might be the best one of the at-bat. There you go. I'd rather see that than taking it for a strike in your whole 0-1. At least you got a chance when you swing the shillelagh.
44 games this year for Cronenworth. 221, 4 homers, 16 runs batted in. A base percentage of .364 for Cronenworth. And has now reached base safely in 17 of his last 20 games. He's been walking quite a bit. Second on the team in walks, in fact, with 24. On the ground right side, Valdez. So first for out number 2.
Score a free jumbo jack from Jack in the Box after a Padres home run. You've got really good news if you're just tuning in.
Take advantage of that. Slap some cheese on it tomorrow. Thanks, Juan.
So with 2 outs in the inning and the base is empty, here is Brandon Dixon. .133 for Dixon, 2 for his first 15. And it's Hardy on the fastball. Sale in the majors since 2010. Popped up right side. Down from first comes Casas into foul ground to make the catch. That will end the inning. But a leadoff home run on the first pitch at the bottom of the second for Juan Soto. His 8th of the year as the Padres on the board. At the end of 2, it's 3-1 Boston. Chevrolet stat, most home runs hit by players age 27 or younger this season. Remember, Devers 26 as the Red Sox second in that category with 38. Devers with 152 career home runs. This one is grounded foul over by the Padres side of things. They're housed on the first base side of Petco Park.
That's a good reminder, Donnie, for people just tuning in.
In case you forgot.
Not too familiar with Petco Park. And if you're not too familiar, it's worth the trip, wherever you may be, to visit this fine ballpark.
Rafael Devers leading it off and taking a really big hack. Doesn't get cheated on his swing, does he?
No, he does not. Sometimes he's off balance, like last night, and still went yard.
Down 0-2. Reaches out, lifts the fly ball, shallow right center. Zokar for out number 1.
It's good to see Sugar back. You know, over the course of a season, for every club, you know, there are injuries, stuff happens, players don't perform. It's a business. You got to try to field the best roster, and we've seen him before. So he's back in the big leagues.
Now the Bengal sent out to make room for the return of Zokar to center field. He'd gotten the start in center field last night. Jaron Duran, who grounded out to second base in the second. .60 pitches for Joe with 1 out here in the 3rd inning. Sounded like a broken bat. It's on 1 hop to Cronenworth at second, and it's out number 2. We'll go behind the scenes of America's #1 ballpark. Our pregame tours presented by Bubs at the ballpark allow fans to experience Petco Park like the Padres players. Book your tour at padres.com/tours. Players don't even get to come up to the booth areas where we are, but the fans do on the tours.
Yeah, and you know what? The players are more than welcome.
Yeah, sure. Well, Snellzilla has wandered up here, but he's it so far as players touring the TV booth. Yeah, he's the only guy in my 8 years here that has wandered up here.
Yeah.
Anybody else come up here?
I can't think of in the years past.
Oh, a swing and a miss.
Yeah, all are welcome. Our door is open.
Yes.
See if Joe can put him away here. 0-2.
Our door literally is open.
Yeah.
By the way, looking over my shoulder, you can come right in.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know what Manny's doing right now. I saw he was taking pictures.
Would love to see Manny come
Manny
up.
can come up here. I mean,
maybe
he's on the IL.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. So maybe he can come up and visit the TV booth.
Come up for an inning or two.
Check it out. Check out our office. Swing and a miss, and Tapia strikes out. It's a 1-2-3 third from Musgrove. 3-1 Boston. For the Kia player profile, there's Chris Sale out there for his 3rd inning of work. Highest strikeout per 9 all time. Chris Sale 11.07. That is really impressive.
Yeah, and I think it's a combination of things. It's obviously the stuff. He's touching 97 tonight. It's the location of the stuff and also the deception of the delivery. I mentioned it earlier. 3rd base side of the pitcher's plate. Throws across his body. His landing foot is over towards the 1st base side, so it's a crossfire type delivery. And low 3/4 as well.
Isaiah Zokar leading it off here in the home half of the 3rd. Padres trailing by 2. Sale gave up the leadoff home run by Soto in the 2nd inning. Ground ball off the side of the mound, kicks to short. Kike Hernandez, 1 away. We're talking about the fastball, and it has been getting Better velocity on the fastball every time out, but opponent's sitting at 289, and the usage pretty high on that fastball.
And that's why, and I reiterate what I said earlier, if you get the fastball early, jump on it. 289 average, he's using it 57% of the time. Might be early in the count the best one that you get. And plus, if you get on that fastball early, you eliminate the changeup or the breaking ball that he can throw for the wipeout pitch.
4 in a row retired by Sale since that leadoff home run by Soto in the second inning. And the strike dropping in there at the bottom of the zone with a slider that time to Austin Nola. Nola batting ninth.
Looks like Chris Sale's also tightened up that slider a little bit too. Got good tilt to it.
The bottom of the order has been a problem for the Padres. Well, to be quite honest, a lot of the order has been a problem for the Padres, but last 12 games, hitters 6 through 9, just 131 collectively. Strike 2. There's some big winning seasons for Sale over the years. He was a 17-game winner for the first time in 2012. He was a 17-game winner in 2016, which worked out to be his last year with Chicago. And that is strike 3 to Nola. Second strikeout for Sale. 2 down in the third inning. Well, he's had one previous start against the San Diego Padres, and it was June 1st of 2014 when he was in a White Sox uniform. But check out some of the names on the Padres side of things.
Yeah, Chase Headley, Yonder Alonso, cuidado. 9 innings, he gone. Hawk was probably doing the game. Chris Sale get the win there, he gone.
This is down the line, but foul. That was a complete game victory.
Yeah. South side, 35th and Shields. The Pale Hose, as they're affectionately known as. Now he's a Red Sox.
Been a member of the Red Sox since 2017. He's on the World Series champion Red Sox in 2018 against the Dodgers. 12-4 that year with a nifty 2.11 ERA. Did he go? They check it first. Mark Wegner, first base umpire and crew chief, says he did not.
Was that Everett Cabrera that I saw in one of those punches?
I think so, yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Yonder Alonso might have been in there.
Yeah. Tommy Medica. Tommy Medica, he showed off the moss before it was popular to show off the moss. He was like 3 buttons down. 3 buttons down, Tommy.
To short to the backhand, Kike Hernandez pops up quickly, and his throw is in time. What a play by Kike Hernandez. He gets to it and then pops up and fires to first base and gets Fernando. Wow. Nice throw on a hop. And oh yeah, that's out number 3. 3-1 Red Sox. To the 4th we go.
It is Armed Forces Day. It's the 3rd Saturday of May every year, and of course all of Major League Baseball is honoring it with these military caps. They have the Armed Forces Day logos on them. They also have camo socks if the players choose to wear them. And all of the proceeds, guys, 100% of the license royalties from the sale of these Armed Forces Day of the Field Authentic collections, it goes to MLB Charities. And MLB Charities has already donated $1 million to support military charities here in 2023, like the Blue Star Families, Wounded Warrior Projects, Code of Support Foundation. So it's a great cause, guys, and we certainly do appreciate all of the families and all of the servicemen and women that are protecting our country right now on Armed Forces Day, and it's great to see Major League Baseball supporting it as well. Don Mudd, back up to you.
It is indeed, Scan, and of course the Padres have been doing it for a very long time and will be tomorrow on Military Sunday.
Yeah. I believe Larry Lucchino was the first for the Padres to do that.
Line into left center. That gets in for a base hit. It's Okar to the backhand, and he's firing to second base. Here comes the throw, and at second, out. Kike Hernandez tried the swim move, and he thinks he got in. We'll see. Cora's already had one overturned here tonight, and they're going to challenge again. Challenge is still in place, and we're going to check it out.
Very nice throw. Everything was in order. It's just
Boston
the slide of
is
Hernandez.
call at second base.
Okay, which hand?
Oh.
You know what?
Does he ever tag him?
Donnie, you know what? It's a guessing game for Cronenworth. Which you just got to swipe at one hand or just go right for the face or whatever.
I don't know that he ever tagged him.
Right. Wow.
Kike was sure of it right away. Yeah, Jake kind of went for the right hand and ended up, he pulled that one back in the swim move.
You know what I'm thinking? And once again, you know, Jake's got a lot to concentrate on. Catch that baseball, go to the bag, play tech. But, you know, I'm thinking as an infielder or anybody covering a bag, when you catch it, you get in front of the bag, go to the runner. If you have the ball, you can go to the runner. So it's kind of like a guessing game, right or left hand. And for Hernandez, like a game of Twister down there. Left hand white on the bag. That's a beautiful move by Hernandez.
After the review, the call in the field is overturned. The runner is safe. Boston will retain their challenge.
2 challenges from the Red Sox and Alex Cora, and they've won them both. Would have been Azokar's first outfield assist. But instead, it's a double that opens up the 4th inning for Kike Hernandez. And Manuel Valdez, who hit a 3-run home run, his first time up, gets his second look at Musgrove and grounds it foul. Time down for the Callaway long ball, and here was that 3-run home run for Valdez in the 2nd inning. Ends up going 374 feet, 101.4 on the exit velo. The launch angle at 31 degrees. This is his 3rd home run of the year. At 28 in the minor leagues last year. Down the line at first, but foul. Down to 0-2.
Wasn't so much the pitch, it was the location of that pitch. If that's a breaking ball down and in, off the plate, different story. Back door, different story. That one just caught too much of the plate. It's not where Joe wanted it.
Oh, and 2 strikes to Valdez. 71 pitches for Musgrove through 3+ innings. Going to work his way around a leadoff double for Kike Hernandez, who's doing it all tonight defensively and now offensively. Swing and a miss, and Valdez down on strikes. Got away from Nola briefly, so he's got to throw him out, and he does. Put out goes 2-3. Strikeout number 6 for Musgrove.
Went to the changeup this time. Might have been a slider. Hey, who cares what it was? It was a strikeout, right?
Yeah, it's 1 down. And Hernandez still at second base. Here's Connor Wong. Wong has been struggling at the plate, batting out of the 9 spot, 2 for his last 29. And the recipient of strike 1 takes a curveball. Line through the left side, getting a glove on it was Kim. Soto is kind of challenging Hernandez to try it, but he doesn't go. He stops at third base. So the single for Wong, and Hernandez takes third. They're at the corners with 1 away.
Really good effort by Ha-Sung Kim off the glove. Hit the cutoff man, get it in there, and that he does. Double play still in order.
1 out at the corners for Verdugo. Third plate appearance here against Musgrove. Flied out to center in the first, walked in the 2nd inning. staying away, and the count evens at 1-1. This season, the Red Sox 33 consecutive games with 5 or more hits. Longest active streak going on right now. And here is a hit to left, and a run will score. Hernandez jogs in from third, and the Red Sox take a 4-1 lead. Verdugo driving in a run.
Just going the other way. That was a four-seam fastball. Wants it up and in. Got the hands in nice. It was up, elevated, enabling him to just dump it over the shortstop's head.
Verdugo, the .316 batting average with runners in scoring position, and the Red Sox tonight, they are 3 for 7 in that category. They're cashing in when getting the opportunities, and Ruben Niebla back out there again.
Yeah, the high pitch count in an inning really takes its toll. You know, Joe, of course, is prepared as anybody, but Ruben doing a lot of the talking right here. But that's a heavy workload.
He's going overtime, isn't he?
Yeah, the umpire's been out there for a while, along with him on the mound, but the conversation continues. Here's the breakdown for Joe Musgrove. 24 in the first, 29 in the second. At a 1-2-3. His only 1-2-3 so far of his outing. 12 pitches in the third, and right now a run in and runners at first and second with one away for Boston here in the fourth inning. Have their 3-run lead back again. And here is Masataka Yoshida. Foul down the left field line, out of play. Padres starters have now allowed 4 earned runs or more in 6 of their last 7 starts. And again, the Padres having to play from behind.
Oh, yeah, playing catch up when there's not a lot of offense is not fun. Got Michael Wacha going tomorrow.
Oh, it's hit hard on the ground, but foul outside of first. Yoshida has grounded into 4 double plays this year. We're talking about his high ground ball rate. Second highest ground ball rate in the majors, and Joe could use a ground ball somewhere in the infield right now. Get 2. Grounds this one foul outside of first. Long at second, Verdugo at first with 1 away.
See if Joe tries to go maybe change up down and away right here. The last 2 foul balls have been breaking balls down and in, pulled foul.
Now a quick word from Bill Howe.
You've heard our jingle, we know how. We also know why. After 40 years, you continue to trust us. Quality and service matter. Call 1-800-BILL-HOWE because
we know how.
2 on, 1 away. A run in for Boston here in the 4th inning. And a 2-2.
Ground ball softly at his second. Cronenworth goes to second for 1 to first, not in time. Not hit hard enough. So they get the middleman in Verdugo. 4-6 on the force out.
Yoshida reaching at first as Wong will take third. With now 2 outs in the inning.
Not hit hard enough. Killing me softly right here. Nice turn, but good speed down the line. Sometimes hitting the 3 or 4 hopper works to your advantage. Keep the inning alive.
There is Tristan Casas, who is 0 for 2 in this game, a ground out and a strikeout. Joe with 6 strikeouts so far in the game. Over to first and back safely is Yoshida. Runner goes for second base, and stealing second is Yoshida. So into scoring position. Another stolen base. Red Sox had the double steal earlier. That was in the second inning, and no look, so he just takes off.
Nice backdoor breaking ball. That particularly the curve ball there. Hitters will give up on it to even the count. Here's the 1-1 battle. Want to go 1-2 here.
Strike 2. Into the curve ball to get it. Line to right, and leaping to make the catch is Tatis. Fernando makes the grab, the long run, and then the lunge. Tatis with a catch in right, full extension. Your weekend off right with a party in the park presented by Southwest Airlines. Every Friday, fans can enjoy live music and discounted drink specials starting at $5 before first pitch. Learn more at Padres.com/party.
I'm in.
Ha-Sung Kim will take a strike on a slider from Chris Sale.
Well, hopefully this inning a time to party for the Padre hitters. They need to get it going. Only 1 hit, 1 run. That's the home run by Soto.
And the only run the Padres collected last night, the home run by Fernando. In there for the strike. Back to the fastball. 1-2. And struck out looking in the first inning. 1 of 2 Ks for Sale. It's not been a huge strikeout night so far. On the ground to short. Kike Hernandez shuffles to his left and throws out Kim. He's been busy. Bogarts, a former Red Sox, coming up here. Started off very well with the Padres. Lately has tailed off. Hitting at 200 in the last 26 games. Previous 18, he was hitting at 362 with the OPS over 1,000.
Hey, so maybe adjustments from the opposing pitchers, right? I mean, it's cyclical. Sometimes guys stay hot for months. Guys are cold for months, and with technology these days, you get to see pitches, at bats, what a guy is crushing, and how to counter that. Could be a number of things. Not saying that is the case.
Rounded out to third base, and his friend Rafael Devers, first time up.
Tell you what, though, one thing Xander does very well, even though the count is in his favor right here, 2-1, when he's behind in the count or even the count, he will go the other way. He does that quite well. He just doesn't have one thing in mind.
Popped up right side. Valdez on the short lawn and right.
will make the catch for out number 2. Time of the top tier play presented by Arco. Juan Soto delivering the only run so far in the contest for the Padres. Getting this out on the first pitch he sees in the second inning. Right center field off sale. Well, it seems like the Padres have had some home runs, and they have, but the Padres' last 8 home runs have all been solo shots.
Yeah, you need some 2-run and 3-run shots. How about some salamis?
The last multi-home run was Machado's 3-run home run versus the Twins back on May 9th. That was 11 days ago. Strike call on the slider that time to make it 1-2. A little bit high with a fastball at 96. That'll miss, and a full count.
Well, you throw a slider 2-2 to go 3-2.
Haven't been a lot of deep counts here against Sale, and no walks.
You might throw another one here, full count. Throwing it 2-2.
In fact, that's his first 3-ball count. I'm not imagining this. That happens sometimes. Not this time, though. I was on it. Swing and a miss, and he elevates it 98, gets it by Soto. That's a third K in the end of the 4th. 4-1 Boston. Here in the top half of the 5th inning. Rafael Devers, how about the hot zone? Seems like it's pretty big.
Yeah, too hot from the hot zone. Down the middle, 6. These are the 46 hits this season. Yeah, he likes it middle, up and down, and away. He'll go out and get them. You try to get those hands in, where he has the fewest hits on the inner third of home plate. But overall, all around, great plate coverage with some pop.
Devers, Duran, and Tapia scheduled to bat in the inning, and this one fouled off to the left.
See, that one was kind of in a little bit. Tied him up at 92.
Pitches for Musgrove through 4+ innings. 0-2. There is action in the pen as up is Luis Garcia. Tim Hill had actually been up a little bit earlier.
He threw a no-hitter down there. There's that high fastball Bob Scanlon, the big tall right-hander, was talking about earlier, but Devers not biting. I don't think it was too high.
Full count. Joe has walked only 1 so far tonight. Walks have not been the problem, but is what he's featured.
Two four-seamers. The other stuff has movement.
Devers to right field. Back goes Fernando. And onto the warning track to make the catch in right field. Devers staying in the yard. 1 down in the 5th.
That was one of our keys to the game. He was denied right there.
So 1 out in the 5th brings up Jarren Duran. 0-4-2. He's grounded out to second base twice. To center, and is Okar over towards left center for out number 2. Red Sox 6 through 9 tonight. Really good. Bottom of the order. 4 runs, 4 hits. We got the 3-run home run from the bottom of the order. The number 8 hitter, and Manuel Valdez with a 3-run shot. They have 2 stolen bases. They've been really good. The top 5 only 2 hits. So it's been this part of the order that is the toughest to deal with. Tapia's got a hit. He's 1 for 2. Stole a base. Scored a run. Sends it to short, and Bogarts on the run. Then in time to retire Tapia. Halfway through, 4-1 Boston.
Lead, and Chris Sale has been very, very tough on the Padres tonight, and the fastball has been his #1 weapon that he's gone to. It's been 95, 96 miles an hour, and you see the location on it to the right-hand batters. He's gone upstairs, he's gone in on their hands, even to the lefties, elevating as well. He's thrown it 32 times tonight, 66% of the time for strikes. He's recorded 7 outs with it, guys, including 3 strikeouts. That fastball at that velocity from that arm slot, very, very difficult. This is the Chris Sale that the Red Sox thought they were signing when they first got him on that big contract, and he's trying to make up for some lost time. He's looked very sharp tonight, guys. Back up to you.
All right, Scan, thanks very much. Yeah, working here into the bottom of the 5th, a 3-run lead again. And in a stretch right now where he has retired 9 in a row since the home run by Soto. In fact, he's faced 1 over the minimum through the first 4, and it was just that home run. As Cruz will take a pitch down and in.
You know, the pitch prior to that last one for Chris Sale, it was a four-seam fastball at 92. He's touched 97. I don't know whether that was by design, just came out differently, but different velocities on the four-seamer tonight.
Well, Cruz has seen a lot of Sale. He is 12 for 36 against him, a couple home runs. An open stance from the right side, waiting on the 3-1 pitch from Sale. And that is ball 4. So Cruz with a leadoff walk brings up a string of 9 in a row, retired by Sale.
Hey, get him into the stretch. Take your chances. Chance for the bottom of the lineup to do something here.
Yeah, hasn't been there all night, right?
Yeah.
He's the second runner to reach base, and the first one went to all the bases.
Yeah.
And Soto went all the way around on the home run. Here is Jake Cronenworth. Will dribble one down the first baseline, and it stays foul. Those pitches in any inning for Sale tonight, 17 in the first.
Started him off with a slider. Trying to work that grounder.
Chasing that slider, and he's down 0-2.
This is where you really expand the strike zone now, especially after that swing for strike 2 off the plate.
Fouled off again, another slider. Speaking of sliders, lowest opponent OPS versus sliders since 2009. You're looking at him.
That's on base plus slugging, and that's boy. Look at those pitchers right there. What's that tell you, Donnie? Those guys have made an impact on the game of baseball. That's for sure on the mound.
Some Hall of Famers on there.
Yeah.
0-2 pitch. Just up, perhaps away.
There's that 96. Okay, now it's a guessing game. Do you double up with the heater? I love this. I love a battle like this. Do you go double up on the heater, or you go slider like you started him off? Stay tuned.
Swing and a miss, and he goes to the slider that's been working. 4 strikeouts for Sale, 1 down.
Well, let's go back to the first pitch. Remember, we talked about that Chris Sale slider, 0-1. How about the second pitch? 0-2, expanding. Now Jake's got to really protect. Fastball, take that back. Off speed again. Fastball up, misses. Went back, bookends with the slider. First pitch, last pitch.
One out, one on, and here's Brandon Dixon. Carves it foul to the screen for strike one. One pitch is in their first strike, and it's 0-2. Changed up that time. Still trying to work his way around a leadoff walk for Nelson Cruz. Outfield straight away. And that got him. Hit by the pitch. So a hit batsman, and the Padres have 2 on with 1 away. A walk and a hit batter.
Slider down and in, back foot, literally.
Yep.
Back foot slider.
Dave Bush, the pitching coach, headed out there to talk to Sale.
Well, once again, I think if you look at this at bat for Azokar, you got to be looking first pitch fastball, but the slider is one heck of a pitch from Sale. So Azokar wants to look fastball, make an adjustment, something down and in, lay off it for ball one. Take your chances that way. You might get the fastball after that first pitch.
First time since the 4th inning last night, the Padres have had 2 or more runners on base. They got 2 on here with 1 out, and here's Azokar. And a foul that rattles Connor Wong.
That was the fastball down and in. Oh, square in the grill. Oh, did you see his jawbone go back? Oh my gosh.
That was a direct hit.
Yes, it was. So you want to be a catcher, huh?
No, I never thought that.
Yeah. One time for me, and that was it. Took it to the house.
Swing and a miss, and to the fastball. Azokar down 0-2.
And as a pitcher, you look at that pitch, fastball up out of the zone, and you can do so many things. Mentioned it quite a bit where you don't have to throw him a strike right here.
To right, Verdugo pretty much in his tracks out there in right field, makes the catch and fires back in. Azokar is out number 2 of the 5th inning.
Fastball 95 off the plate, weak fly ball to right.
So 2 outs, 2 on. Then Austin Nola next, batting out of the 9 spot. A strikeout victim in the 3rd, went looking. Down the right field line, foul. Cruz at second. Reached on a walk. Dixon at first, hit by a pitch. Sale working here in the 5th. There's pitch 72 for the tall left-hander. And that is in there for strike 2. Quickly ahead, 0-2.
6'6", Donnie.
That'll work.
Yeah. 183. Tall frame. A lot of leverage going plateward. Oh.
So this is the hardest he's had to work all night. Here in the fifth, working his way, or trying to, around a walk and a hit batsman.
Oh, Austin Nola can get a hanging slider in the zone. Do some damage.
That is strike 3 and the end of the inning. 5th strikeout for Sale. Padres strand a pair. 4-1 Boston. The partner of the San Diego Padres. By your San Diego County Toyota dealers, we make it easy. And by Circa Resort and Casino. Red Sox on top in this one, 4-1 as we head into the 6th inning back at Petco Park in San Diego. New pitcher for the Padres, Luis Garcia.
Well, Luis has allowed just one unearned run across his last 9 appearances since April 25th. And once again, a reliever out of the bullpen with no lead. He's got to hold it. 3-run deficit for the brown and gold.
Kike Hernandez leading it off for Boston. Hernandez has been hit by a pitch, doubled, and has scored 2 runs.
Wow. Got a call there.
Hernandez, Valdez, and Wong. One-two, foul back to the screen. Suit up this season at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of authentic caps, t-shirts, collectibles, and more. Gear up with your Padres at MLBshop.com. A 1-2 pitch to Kike Hernandez. 2-2. This with a slider. Luis Garcia first out of the Padres pen. Joe Musgrove finished on a good note, had a 1-2-3 5th inning. It had one other 1-2-3 inning. That was the 3rd. But he is charged with 4 runs in 5 innings. Chopped to 3rd, picked by Kim. And a good throw for out number 1.
Well, he's good down there. He's got the good glove. We know that about HSK.
And Manuel Valdez with a 3-run home run in the 2nd inning. His 3rd of the year. And at the time, put the Red Sox on top 3-0. Now on top 4-1 with 1 out in the 6th. Having him jump back, a called strike.
That was a good lane changer right there by Garcia at 98.
One will miss, and it's 2-1. Valdez had his family at a game last Friday against the St. Louis Cardinals at Fenway Park. First time since he made his major league debut that they got to see him, and he homered in that game. He's homered in tonight's game. Again, he's got 3 on the year, and he fouls it off.
Ouch. Yeah. Austin Nola got that one on the glove hand on the back swing. Oh, I checked that. It was a foul ball.
Kind of surrounded the plate, but not a strike. Without slider, full count. That is strike 3. He goes looking. First strikeout for Garcia. 2 down in the 6th inning.
That's a late changer. Inner third. Frozen pizza. He threw that earlier in the count. Great pitch.
So 2 down. And it brings up Connor Wong. Wong has struck out and singled. Drops in there for a strike. 1-1. Seven in a row retired by Padres pitching. 2 down here in the 6th. A wild swing and a miss at the slider. Has Wong down 1-2.
Well, you got that slider going down all the way to the righty. You got that two-seamer going down and in. Stay out of the heart of the plate. You can have a good night in the big leagues.
A little bit low. Alex Verdugo waiting on deck, top of the Red Sox order. Payoff pitch is popped up foul off to the right, out of play. Time now for our Coors Light, beating the pressure. Well, the Padres relievers, their ranks in May. First in ERA, first in WHIP, first in opponent average, and first in opponent OPS. 22 straight scoreless innings by the pen. And that is strike 3. So 1-2-3-6 for Garcia. It's 4-1 Boston. Coverage cam and some great coverage out there in right field by Fernando Tatis Jr. Full extension, making the grab on the run.
You know, he initially went to his left there. I don't think he realized how hard that ball was hit. Joe Musgrove was amazed, and with the athleticism and the extension there, it took away extra bases. A fine play by Fernando.
It's good coverage. Leads it off here in the home half of the 6th inning. Rips this, but out ahead. Sale at 75 pitches, working to his first hitter of the 6th inning.
A little too quick to that one.
Fernando has flied out to left and grounded out to shortstop. 2 ABs tonight. Sung Kim waiting on deck. Swing and a miss. Chases that fastball at 95 from Sale.
Upstairs as well. It's worth another look.
High drive, deep left field for Fernando. That is very gone into the second deck. His 7th of the year, and the Padres have cut the Red Sox lead in half. .440 on the home run.
Hashtag hanging slider. I'll tell you what, I cringed on that one. Oh, sends shivers down my spine. That ball was fill in the blank. Have some fun. Wow.
Kim 0 for 2. Swings at the 1-1, and that's a fair ball down the right field line towards the corner. Kim thinking 2. He's headed to second base, and he'll get there standing. Good start to this bottom of the 6th inning for San Diego.
What a great concept. Pitch away, take it that way. That's off the plate at 96. Just get the barrel out there. Nice level swing through the zone. Kim, 2 bags.
Padres have not had 2 runs in an inning since Wednesday against the Royals, a span of 17 innings. Kim at second, nobody out, a run already in thanks to that guy on a home run.
From the lefty, the slider, down and in, speeds up his bat, and he hits it 400 plus, upper tank. He knew it, everybody knew it.
Now Xander Bogaerts. Popped up foul off to the right out of play. Xander tonight has grounded out to third, popped out to second base. Foul down the right field line out of play. Chance here with the runner in scoring position. The 0-2 is high. Didn't miss by a lot, but did miss at 97.
Well, remember, for our game open, we gave some love to Soto and Tatis, and what do you know, in this ball game, Soto, Tatis.
Up again, missing with the fastball. Alex Cora has his pen working right now for the first time in this game, as Cutter Crawford is up for Boston. 2-2 to Bogaerts. And Xander lifts it in the air down the right field line. It is headed towards foul ground and off the wall. A foul ball. Ricochets by Verdugo.
Kind of the same concept Kim had, doubling down the right field line. Fastball away, take it that way. Play a little pepper right down there with the Petco porch. Why not?
Kim at second, nobody out, a run in. Down low. Full count now. Pretty good AB turned in here by Bogaerts. With Soto waiting on deck.
Watch for the hanging breaky ball right here.
Bogaerts to right. Back goes Verdugo, and he makes the catch. Tagging at second and moving to third is Kim. Pretty well struck off the bat of Bogaerts, but Verdugo ducks back and makes the catch.
He had the right idea. Squared it up nicely. Good swing. Had that sound to it as well.
One down, Kim at third, and here is Juan Soto. Home run of his own in the second inning. And he struck out in the fourth inning. Ball one. Two and 0.
Losing that release point on that slider.
Strike called. Able to get that slider in there for a strike that time.
Nothing but spinners this at bat to Soto.
Pitch 94 from Sale, and it is fouled off to even the count at 2-2. Now the home run earlier for Juan Soto, his 8th of the year, back in the second inning out to right center field.
That was on a fastball, and the last pitch was a fastball down the middle. Missed that one, but connected there in the second inning. No.
And he may have gone. Yes, he did. Stu Sherwater, third base umpire, said he offered. 6 strikeouts now for Sale. Soto unable to get that run in.
And this one's way off the plate. That's the frustrating thing. He most definitely goes.
Now Nelson Cruz. Meeting at the mound. And now a quick word from Fix Auto.
Restore the joy and excitement of riding in your car. We're here when you need us. Visit FixAutoUSA.com to find your locally owned and operated Fix Auto Collision Center.
Nelson Cruz about to get his 3rd plate appearance. Fly to right in the 2nd. Walked in the 5th.
We talk about first pitches in play for Nelson Cruz. 300 average, 3 for 10 with a homer.
Swing and a miss. He went after that first pitch and misses at the slider. Strike 2, another slider. Same pitch, same result.
Yeah, both of them out of the zone. Right over the top of it. No reason why he wouldn't go back there again.
And he did, and he strikes him out. Padres will leave Kim at third base. They do get a run. The home run by Fernando Tatis Jr. is second in the last two nights. His seventh.
In a Red Sox uniform last year. 4-1 on the year with a 4.06 ERA. He'll be matched up against Corey Kluber, the veteran, 2-5 so far with a 6.41 ERA. Get you started at 12:30 with Padres Live, the pregame show, the big show. And then it is the Padres and Red Sox in the finale of the series, finale of the homestand for San Diego. Tim Hill into the game now for San Diego.
Hopefully following suit for the bullpen. We talked about the numbers. The bullpen that throwing the ball extremely well. Look out.
Trying to hold that 2-run deficit. It's getting late.
So Luis Garcia goes an inning, a 1-2-3 inning with 2 strikeouts. There's a strike for Hill to make it 2-1. 23 straight scoreless innings by the Pen. The Pen's ERA has gone from 3.99 to 3.38 during this streak. Three and one to Alex Verdugo. Former Dodger will take strike 2.
Masataka Yoshida waiting on deck. Oh, that's strike 3. It looked like he was going to call it right away. Delayed reaction, but Hill gets the call. Strikes out Verdugo to open up the 7th inning.
Oh, I don't know what he's complaining about. This splits the corner. It's a good pitch.
I think he looked back and saw where Nola caught that and then moved it.
Yeah.
Yoshida will take ball 1. He doubled in the first, struck out, but reached on a wild pitch in the second, and then ground into a fielder's choice in the 4th and stole a base. Day baseball tomorrow from Petco Park. Did he go? No, he did not. Yoshida at one point had a 16-game hitting streak going from April 20th through May 7th. Chopped up over the mound towards short. Bogarts on the run, and he just gets him. Nice play by Xander Bogaerts. 2 down.
Beautiful play. Long way to go for Bogaerts playing shortstop. The chopper on the other side of the second base bag. His momentum going that way gets him by a half step.
There is Tristan Casas, who is 0 for 3 and jumps back out of the way of a fastball up and in. Ten in a row retired by Padres pitching at the moment. No missing again. Same spot, same pitch. 40,215 on hand tonight. It's the 16th sellout of the year. 40,215. Two and two, and Casas didn't particularly care for that. Takes a little stroll, says some stuff to Malachi Moore, the home plate umpire. Now wants his timeout after he's done asking some stuff.
Ooh. In la cocina. How about the knuckles? In his kitchen.
Taking inventory on his twig.
Showing one of the handful maybe of fastballs in to Casas.
And, whoa, he thought he had strike three, was headed to the dugout, gets the bad news from Malachi Moore. Needed to come up a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Let's check it out again. Just below.
Inside out, swinging a foul. This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Diego Padres. May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Diego Padres. Eighth pitch of the AB coming up. And that's ball four. He loses him. A 2-out walk allowed by Tim Hill. And that'll bring up Rafael Devers. Devers has struck out, fly down to center, fly out to the warning track in right field, and swinging for the fences. But no contact, 0-1. That is an aggressive swing.
Yes, it is. He does not get cheated.
By him again. Steven Wilson up in the pen. We've seen Garcia and now Hill. Runner going on the 1-2, and it's fouled off by Devers. Well, he hits all kinds of home runs off all kinds of pitches.
Yeah, this year, 13 of them. The four-seamer, oh yeah, he can turn it around. The slider, the stuff with movement, everything all the way down to the changeup. Good plate coverage. You see all those pitches? Look at that. What's that tell you? Man. Tremendous hand-eye coordination.
Grounded by the mound. Bogarts at second base will fire to first, and that will end the inning. 7th inning stretch. Red Sox have a 4-2 lead. By Sequan Casino Resort, arrive early for the 6:10 p.m. game on Monday, June 5th, when the first 40,000 fans will receive this giveaway. Perfect for the pool or a Padres game. Visit Padres.com/giveaways. As Jake Cronenworth leads it off and takes a look at strike one, we do have a model to show off this terrific item that'll be available.
It's a Mudley baton.
It's got a lot of stuff. It's been unbelievable what's come out of that thing. How much you can fit in there.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's incredible.
Everything you need. In case you are keeping score and you make a mistake, there's your correction tape.
Oh, wow. That's
if you get thirsty, you can have a soft drink.
Wow. Full Coke. Not a sponsor.
Don't forget your sunscreen.
Well, that'd be great for the beach.
Actually, this is glue stick. Do not put this on your lips.
Oh, why would you do that?
I thought it was like chapstick, not a sponsor. I thought it was like, it's glue stick. So you put that in. Maybe I should. Maybe a lot of people
you
would
should
like
do
that.
it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Glue your mouth shut. I've always wanted to do that. That 1-2 is going to mess.
You can put a lollipop in there, maybe for a little 7th inning snack. And if you buy, if you got a sandwich, you got some mayo. Donnie, there's some mayo.
Yeah, put it in your mouth.
Hey.
It's fouled back to the screen.
In case you've got your 3-ring binder with you and you got some paper with you.
Mayo.
Yeah. You can have your hole puncher punch some holes.
Unbelievable how much stuff this thing holds.
If you're having sushi, you got some Kikkoman, not a sponsor.
Wow.
If you need a battery, you got your AA battery.
What if I need 2? Swing and a miss for Cronenworth, down on strikes. That's 8 strikeouts now for Sale. And the first out of the 7th inning.
And the 94-mile-an-hour sinker is still working for Sale. Well, look at the movement there, way off the plate. That's pitch 104. And Chris Sale is still strong and still has that movement.
Cora is just going to go with it.
Yeah, ride that horse.
Let it roll.
Yep, back to the game.
Brandon Dixon has fouled out, been hit by a pitch. His third look at Sale. Alex Cora does not seem too concerned about the third time through this order for Sale.
No. And that's where the eye test comes into play, right, Donnie?
Fly ball center field has Duran backpedaling for out number 2. Isaiah Zokar just activated before the game tonight. Coming up with 2 down in the 7th inning. He's grounded to short, flied out to right. Up and away, ball and a strike. There's action in the Red Sox pen. There's a 1-1 first to a Zokar. By him at 95, still get the good gas. Cutter Crawford was up earlier, back up again. And Sale tries to get through the 7th. Back-to-back outings now of at least 110 pitches for Sale. And staying alive is a Zokar. On the ground left side, Hernandez from deep short. His throw is going to be in time. Kike Hernandez playing a great shortstop tonight for the Red Sox. Able to throw out a Zokar. Sale able to get through 7 innings with a 4-2 lead.
Kyle Schwarber for the Downs. That's what they pay him for. The long ball, a grand slam for Schwarber. The Phillies win 12-3. They're just 21-24, Don.
Mike, thank you very much. We move to the 8th. And back out there is Tim Hill. That's the 7th, starts the 8th. Schwarber hits some monster home runs. This one is to short, and Bogarts throws on the run and in time. Well, the longest home runs we saw here in the postseason last year came off the bat of Kyle Schwarber.
Oh, he's got some pop. He'll hit some mistakes. There's no doubt about that. And how about for a guy, leading off? We saw him leading off last year. Talk about, same type of deal as far as with Fernando. He's got some pop and get on the board early.
Look forward to seeing Mike and Mark on the Toyota post game.
The big show.
The big show. Or is that just the pregame?
No.
Well, they're both big. This one's on the ground right side. Cronenworth at second, and 2 quick outs for Tim Hill. I know everybody will be watching. He's going to bring up Kike Hernandez, who's been putting on quite the defensive clinic. But first, heading out there is Bob Elvin. Kike Hernandez will not see Tim Hill. We've got a pitching change from Petco Park in San Diego. Boston on top, 4-2. Presents Padres Baseball, brought to you by Sequan Casino Resort. Watch the Padres all season long at Sequan Casino Resort. Win exclusive prizes, game tickets, and more. By HES Solar. And by Hyundai. It's your journey. Own every mile in a brand new Hyundai. In the midst of the top of the 8th with 2 outs, a pitching change for the Friars. Steven Wilson into the game.
Nice job by Tim Hill. Enter Wilson, and he's allowed just 4 hits, no runs in his 7 May appearances. 22nd appearance for the right-hander. Opponent's only hitting 176 off of Steven Wilson.
Kike Hernandez hit by a pitch, doubled. And grounded out to third. He has scored 2 runs and made some great defensive plays at shortstop for Boston.
You know what? Getting back to what you just said regarding Hernandez, you know, the change of scenery and being the guy, maybe that takes some pressure off a guy. He knows he's going to get out there, and he's done a great job at shortstop, showing some skills.
They play every day.
Rather than, okay, am I going to be in left field today? Am I going to be in center? Am I going to be wherever the case may be?
Hernandez, as a Dodger, really struggled against the Padres. .232 career against San Diego. OPS of .692. Strike in there, 3-1. Popped up foul off to the right out of play. High drive to deep left field has Soto going back onto the track to make the catch. That ball just died. Hernandez is out. So are the Red Sox. 4-2 Boston.
Padres pitcher Seth Lugo joins the show. Find out how the longtime Big Apple reliever is transitioning into his new role in San Diego.
You know, just kind of do what I've always done and what I know how to do.
That's Sunday on Padres POV after Padres Live, the postgame show.
We look forward to that, Tony Gwynn Jr. After Padres Live, the postgame show tomorrow. We're going to play day baseball. First, we go to the bottom of the 8th, and Chris Sale out of this game after 7 innings. And Chris Martin takes over, and looks like he's going to be facing a pinch hitter in Rougned Odor, but here is Chris Martin.
Chris Martin, the veteran right-hander, into his 8th season in the big leagues. Erstwhile Rocky, Yankee, Ranger, Brave, Cub, Dodger. Cutter, 4-seamer. He's got a 2-seamer, a split, and a slider as well. About 95 on that heater. Always going from the stretch.
Here is Odor to pinch hit for Nola. And it's called a ball. Martin wanted it. It did light up, but it's 1-0. Nola had been 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts, both looking. Well, Sale was really good. 7 innings, 3 hits. Gave up 2 runs, 2 solo home runs, 1 to Juan Soto, 1 to Fernando. Walked 1, struck out 8. And departs with a 2-run lead, hands it off to the pen.
So the last 3 for Sale, very good for the left-hander.
Line and caught at first base by Casas for the first out of the 8th.
Well, Fernando Tatis Jr., we're going to go back pitch by pitch. That home run, first ball hanger. He was mad. Breaky ball right in the middle of the zone. Fastball up. I'm not going to swing at that. Another fastball. I've seen that before. I'm laying off that as well. Working the count. 95 fastball. There's the breaking ball. Down and in. Upper tank. See ya.
It's 440 feet. Second longest by a Padres hitter this season.
Whoa. He called that a strike?
He did.
Oh my gosh.
Here to be in. So yeah, 440 on the home run, second longest by a Padres hitter this season in the United States. 5 of the top 6 were hit in Mexico City, and we're not going to count those.
Asterisk?
Yes. The 0-2 is in the air down the right field line. Verdugo runs over to the line and into foul ground to make the catch for out number 2.
Well, Padres fans, you've scored a free Jumbo Jack from Jack in the Box with tonight's home runs. Song Kim coming up with 2 outs here in the 8th. Kim struck out in the first looking. Grounded out to short in the 4th before he doubled in the 6th inning. All of that was against Chris Sale. And now, home-plate umpire Malachi Moore was pointing towards the hitter Kim, and Chris Martin was reprimanded for trying to quick pitch him. He had not engaged, and now he has. Strike called on the fastball to even the count at 1-1. That really looked like Chris Sale of old.
Yes, it did.
Fouled off to the right, out of play. Gap out to right center field for Kim. Normally pulls, although his double back in the 6th inning was right down the line into right field. Nice to see Ha-Seong Kim go the other way.
Yeah, that was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball off the plate, taking it that way. I mean, I think that should register to a lot of hitters just by even looking at that. You know, a good fastball away, take it that way. We've talked about that all the time, rather than trying to pull it for the weak grounder to second.
Pop up back to second base. Valdez going out there now. Duran calls him off and makes the catch. That ends the 8th. We're going to the 9th in San Diego. It's 4-2 Boston. 9th inning. Steven Wilson back on the hill here for the Padres, and he'll be facing Valdez to lead it off in the 9th. Trying to keep it right where it's at, that 2-run deficit, so the Padres can take their chances in the bottom of the 9th. Popped up foul, backing out of play. So Odor stays in the game after he pinch hit in the 9 spot. He takes over at third base. The new pitcher is Sullivan, as Sullivan takes over for Nola behind the dish. Kim comes out of the game. It's like he had some words with Chris Martin on the way off after
the flight out to end last inning. Not sure what that exchange was about.
Yeah.
Valdez with the big 3-run home run back in the 2nd inning. Since then, he has struck out twice, once swinging, once looking. And a foul back in our general direction. There is further action in the Padres pen behind Steven Wilson.
I think if it gets to Verdugo, we might see Martinez. He's got that nasty changeup.
To right, and Tatis going back, going to be over his head and off the bottom of the wall. Heading for second is Valdez. He cruises into second with a leadoff double in the 9th.
Well, have a night. 3-run shot, a couple of strikeouts, and now extra bases again. He's got a good-looking swing. That barrel of the bat in the strike zone and the swing path, nice and level, showing some extra base pop.
Valdez at second, and Connor Wong. Showing bunt and dropping it down foul.
See what happens here after the fly out. Martin says something to Kim, and Kim kind of coming at him like, what?
Looks like Chris Martin didn't know either.
Valdez at second. Nobody out here in the ninth. Long waiting on an 0-1. The breaking ball missing in. Musgrove went 5, gave up the 4 runs that the Red Sox currently have. Luis Garcia, an inning hitless, no runs allowed. Tim Hill coming into the game for an inning and 2/3, no hits. A strike taken, showing bunt there, and it's 1-2 now to Wong. Steven Wilson got the final out of the 8th, starts the 9th. Lead off second base for Valdez. Wong pops it up, and Cronenworth, and now Bogart's coming in behind the mound to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Well, the bullpen again has given the Padres a chance, and they have been doing this for the better part of a week. Last 7 games, 25 2/3, 0 earned runs, 4 walks, 23 Ks.
Yeah,
they've been superb.
Yeah, they have. The problem is they're holding the deficit. They're not holding the lead because they have not had a lead, and that's the downside of that. But yes, they've been throwing the rock very well collectively.
Alex Verdugo has been on twice without the benefit. Look at second, 0-1. And did he go? No. The check was Stu Sherwater, third base umpire.
Hey, Steven Wilson doing a good job of eyeing Valdez at second base. Odor's playing back at third. I mean, that's an important run out there. You need to make him stop or even go back towards second base. Just don't one-look him.
Whoa. Thank you. As you might imagine, now a save situation. The former Dodger, Kenley Jansen, who has pitched a lot in this ballpark, warming up in the pen. He's picked up his 400th career save recently. 1-2 pitch in the air to left field has Soto coming in to make the catch for out number 2. Valdez bluffs but remains at second base with now 2 down. So it was kind of challenging him there. You really want to go? So 2 down, Valdez at second, and here is Masataka Yoshida. Yoshida has been on 3 times. There's one hit, a double. That was back in the first inning. Otherwise reached on a wild pitch after the strikeout and reached on a fielder's choice. Also has mixed in a stolen base. Here's the DH tonight for Boston. Popped up, foul ground. Rougned Odor going over by the stands, and he makes the play. Nicely done. It kind of came back for him in foul ground. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. Padres trail by 2.
Chris Sale is back to what he was, vintage Chris Sale, hitting his spots with the fastball, touching 97, actually changing speeds on the heater as well as the game went on. Mixed in the slider as well. He threw a few changeups. Backdoor slider. Swings and misses all night for the left-hander. Good night in the big leagues.
Well, coming up for the Padres, Bogart, Soto, and Cruz. Kenley Jansen mentioned he picked up his 400th save, but he has blown 2 saves in his last 2 games, both against St. Louis. So keep an eye out for that as he takes over.
11 of his 14 outings with the Sox have been scoreless. We look at the 269 opponent's batting average. More strikeouts than innings pitched. A little high on the walks, though.
Well, the 7th player in Major League history to get 400 career saves. And doing it against a Braves team that he pitched for last year. But again, Jansen has blown the last 2 saves, and as a result, that ERA has just jumped. Saw it go from 0.77 to 4.26 because of those 2 outings. Last pitched on Saturday, so it's been a week. Xander Bogaerts to lead it off. Takes strike 1. Bogaerts has not gone back-to-back games without reaching base this year. He is 0 for 3 tonight after an 0 for last night, and he will take another strike. 0-2.
And these hitters that Jansen faces, they know what he's got. A lot of cutters, 80% cutters. They're mixing a slider and a sinker.
Reaches out, pokes it foul off to the right. We were talking about the 7 pitchers who have 400 or more. And of course, Trevor second in that category behind Mariano Rivera. Finished up with 652. Ball 1.
Not bad for a converted catcher, huh? Kenley Jansen. Yeah. And once again, you know, you can even talk about the guys on that list. Trevor Hoffman, we all know, was a shortstop, drafted as a short and then converted to a pitcher. Hall of Famer.
Well, it was 0-2, now 2-2. Missing with the slider that time. There's Soto waiting on deck. Bogaerts trying to find a way on to make Soto the tying run. Fly ball right field. Verdugo moving back, still going onto the track, makes the catch for out number 1. Second time tonight, Bogaerts has forced Verdugo back to the dirt of the track, but he's out number 1 of the 9th.
There's that cut fastball, but it's right down the middle. Tried to stay inside it. He knew it right off the bat. Just hit too high, working underneath it.
One down in the 9th for Juan Soto. Soto with a home run in the 2nd. Solo shot to right center. Since then, 2 strikeouts, both swinging. And all that was against Sale. Red Sox pitching is now 10 in a row retired. Combination of Sale, Martin, and now Jansen. That is strike 2.
That's a pitch you got to jump on.
Jumping back out of the way of that. 95 chasing him in. Two from Kenley Jansen.
Doesn't really have the feel for that slider. He's thrown a few of them, and have not had good results.
Nelson Cruz waiting on deck.
I'm thinking cutter right here. That's his bread and butter pitch.
Yeah, when in doubt.
Yeah. Throws it 80% of the time.
Ball 4. So the Padres will bring the tying run to the plate. Mentioned the 2 blown saves in a row for Jansen. I kind of wonder what his thoughts are about pitching here in all the years for the Dodgers and whether or not he likes pitching here or not. He's had a lot of success here.
Yeah. You know what, though, Donnie? Remember, you know where I'm going with this. Remember the big hit off of the bat of Hunter Renfroe?
Yes, the grand slam.
Remember that?
Yes, pinch hit.
Yeah.
See the pinch hitter coming up here, Carpenter. To pinch hit for Cruz, who had been 0 for 2 with a walk. So Matt Carpenter will pinch hit. Coming off the bench here in the 9th. Jansen with a 3.30 career ERA at Petco Park. 23 out of 29. He's blown 6 saves here. Carpenter pops it up on the first pitch. Left side. Devers backpedaling. Now over to make the catch for out number 2. Two down. Soto at first, tying run of the plate in Jake Cronenworth. 0 for 3. He is grounded out to second and struck out twice. And again, all that was against Chris Sale. Ball 1. Devers trying to get the attention of Casas at first base. They want him to play behind Soto, not necessarily hold him on. So he's backed off there. He was holding him on.
I think they were trying to get Casas' attention from the dugout.
Yeah, defensively they want Casas back, just kind of sneaking behind that runner because the breaking ball, Jake Cronenworth likes to pull the ball. They wanted him to have more range down there at first base. By him backing up, they'll kind of just sneak behind him right there. Just let him know he's there, and then back off.
Taking off is Soto for second as Cronenworth takes it down and in. 3-0. Defensive indifference. Rio pitch. Cronenworth takes, and that's ball 4. Down to first. The second walk allowed here by Jansen. So 2 base on balls here in the 9th. Brandon Dixon coming up, but Dave Bush, the pitching coach, headed out there.
I can't think of anything else for
Jansen. I mean, like we mentioned earlier, the cut fastball is his #1 pitch. He throws it 80% of the time. After 2 walks, and just a little session to regroup. Just make sure that everybody is on the same page.
Brandon Dixon has fouled out to first, been hit by a pitch and flied out to center. What a spot for him with 2 outs and 2 on here in the bottom of the 9th. Ball 1.
Let's see if the kid from La Jolla can be the hero here.
Popped up. Down from third comes Devers. And he'll make the catch. It ends the ball game. The Padres will strand 2 as the Red Sox take game 2. And they have won this series with a victory tonight. The final, Boston 4, San Diego 2. It's time for Padres Live, the postgame show. Mike Pomerantz, what's in store?
Well, Donnie, we're going to take a look at Joe Musgrove's night. Obviously, a tip of the cap to Chris Sale, what was working so well for him. You will hear from Bob Melvin as we get you set for tomorrow, the series finale. We wrap up the race with these Boston Red Sox. We'll see you in just a couple of moments.